Hey guys, Dave here. So today I'm going to highlight for you a portion of my PC. This portion is my Fred Taylor rookie cards that are all PSA 10. I'm pretty specific in that if I'm going to get a graded card, I want to have it PSA 10 or a Beckett 9.5, but generally the PSA 10s are a little bit easier to find. If you know anything about grading, it seems to be PSA is a little bit more lenient with things than Beckett is. But anyways, I first started collecting through the 90s and into the early 2000s when I was a kid growing up. And then once I hit about 16, 17 and had to start paying for a car and gas and insurance and stuff, had a little bit less extra money to throw at cards. Anyways, I got back into collecting this last summer and really kind of reflected on who did I want to collect. And Fred Taylor for me was one of those guys that I always just loved watching. The Jaguars were one of my favorite teams growing up, and the dude was just a beast. I mean, he could do it all. He could catch, he could run, he could block. The only thing he couldn't do was stay healthy, unfortunately. And if he stayed healthy, I mean, he'd already be in the Hall of Fame by now. But so I decided to pick up some Fred Taylor rookie cards as I've gone on over the last 6 months or so here. I do have a handful of Fred Taylor rookies back from when I collected, but unfortunately, they're really not worth sending in and getting slabbed by PSA at the moment, just from the standpoint of, it'd cost me 15 to 20 bucks to slab each one. And I can generally find Fred Taylor PSA 10 rookies anywhere from 10 to 15 bucks on eBay right now. So maybe when I get a handful of other cards I want to send in PSA, I'll throw some of the older ones that I have in there and try to get a volume discount on that. But for now, I've been kind of collecting things off eBay. So I'm going to take you through what I got and just wanted to highlight something that I really enjoy, and I'd love to see your guys' videos about what you collect and who you collect. So first one today we've got is Fred Taylor 98 score. Again, these are all going to be gem at 10s. Some of these you'll notice are going to be pretty old, starting with zeros over here. Like this guy here, this 98 Stadium Club. I mean, this is going to be an older one that was graded. And there are a handful of different versions of the Stadium Club that I keep watching and looking for. This one's a Leaf Rookie and Stars. Really like this card. I think it's a cool picture. Probably I would love to get the longevity one. There's a longevity version of this, but they're pretty rare and hard to come by. I have seen one on eBay that's a gem at 10, and it's pretty pricey, a lot more than I'm willing to pay for it. So I may keep looking for the raw cards and again send in to get slabbed someday in the future. Next two are both going to be Topps Chrome, and these are both seem to be older cards. Really cool. Let me see if I can get a little bit more light on this guy here. It does appear to have a little bit of, I don't know if it's moisture in there or some sort of stickiness when they were during the slabbing process, but some cool looking cards. And again, I think I got these each for like $8 plus shipping, so pretty cheap. Here's Bowman Chrome. You can see the case is a little scratched and beat up. Again, an older number here, so it's been around for a while, but this one I'd like to pick up a few different versions. So there's the regular Bowman. This is the Bowman Chrome. There's a Bowman Chrome Interstates, which has, I think, a map of Florida in the back here. And then there's also the Bowman Chrome Refractor, which I just bought the raw card for and may get that slabbed eventually in the future. But be nice to kind of do a mini rainbow of that. This one's 98 Fleer Brilliance. So I believe, nope, this one's not numbered. But I think there's two versions of this. Usually you'll see an A and a B here. This is the B version, so look to add the A sometime in the future, and a little bit of a hair on there. The next two are going to be finest. So the first one is without the protective foil. Again, another good action shot here from, must have been the rookie premiere. A lot of these photos look to be kind of a similar background in jersey. Again, older card there. And then this one has the protective foil. So again, no real difference, no real major difference in cost. But a lot of these older type of what you'd call refractor cards now had this protector over them, and some folks peeled them off and some kept them on. So it actually may be a little bit tougher to find one without the foil. That's a Gem Mint 10, just given the fact that you could have some surface damage after you pull it off. So this one comes from 98 Finest as well. However, this one's an insert, and it's partnered with Emmitt Smith. So you got Fred Taylor on the back. Too bad it's not on the front. Emmitt Smith on the front, even though it looks like this is the back of the card, given the print and stuff there. But I believe these back in the day came with a complete cover on both sides, and you had to peel it off to see what players you were. There was like 6 different combos or something like that of folks that you could find. This next one is the only autograph I have. Well, I have other rookie autographs, just not graded. So this one's a Gem Mint 10. Really nice with a blue marker. A lot of his autos that I found from his earlier years are actually black marker. Again, not a huge difference, but just a kind of a nice, cool little variant there. This is the Bowman's Best. This is another one that's 9B. I have some raw cards, the 9A, which is just a different picture, but still the auto. And this last one's my favorite one. I'll do a video someday when I get a little bit more built up from college uniforms, but anything in his old Florida Gators uniform, the old 21, I just think looks so cool. So again, got this guy super cheap. I think this was like $12 shipped, and just love the old Gators look in uniform. So with that, that's where my current Fred Taylor rookie graded Gem Mint 10 collection sits, but I will continue to add to that, and who knows, maybe a year or two from now when I've doubled that, we'll do another quick recap. But anyways, like I said, I'd love to see what you guys collect, so hit me up in the links in the comments below, shoot me a link to your page, and let me see what you collect. That's kind of the cool thing about this community is everybody collects something different, and they do it for different reasons. Really, one of the reasons why I liked the Jaguars back in the day, growing up, was my uncle on my stepdad's side of the family was a huge Denver Broncos fan, and this was back when they had Elway, and it seemed like he was always giving me crap during playoff time because they were playing each other, the Jags and the Broncos, and so for me it was fun to root for the Jags to beat the Broncos, whether it was regular season or the playoffs, and that's kind of where a lot of it started. And I thought as a kid their jerseys were really cool. But anyways, guys, have a good one. Thanks for watching, and we will catch you later.